Hello and welcome back to another episode of Foxy No-Tail's Minecraft Adventures here inside of my Bedrock Edition survival world of Minecrafty goodness. And I'm here in my bedroom again as usual. And that punch, oops, I broke my carpet. Hang on. Cut, start again. No, can you hear that punching noise? They've added that. 1.2.5, it's horrible. I don't like it. Take it away again. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, things. Iron doors, look. Can you see it? Right, I'm going to have to calm down a second. Just take a breath. And start slowly. Right, okay. I have been spending many hours playing outside of the video. And I haven't been doing anything particularly exciting, but I am going to show you some of the things that has happened. First of all, iron doors. So, in the last couple of episodes, we've been playing with villagers, right? And I'll explain about the sheep farm in a minute. I know, no sheep, right? So we've got this little village. And in this village, we had 5 villagers. We sent 2 of them downstairs, which left 3 here, and we've still got 3 villagers. And can you see, we've got an iron golem. Now, this isn't the first iron golem that's come here. This is iron golem number 3. And I'll explain, I don't know where the other 2 went, but I've seen 3 spawn now. So the first one just happened to just randomly appear in here, was walking about, that's great. Second one was actually buried in the ground here. His head was just poking up. And then the third one, I don't know where those 2 went, they just disappeared. But then the third one then was wandering about out here. So I had to break the fence to let him back in. And the first interesting thing is, we only have 3 villagers in the village. So we shouldn't have an iron golem. Iron golem should only spawn, I think, if there's 10 or more villagers. Now, we should have more villagers because there's more doors, so they should be breeding, but they're not. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. And if they were really unhappy with me, the villagers, the iron golem wouldn't like me. So there's something's not quite right there. Now, that brings me to why we have iron doors. I have replaced every single wooden door in my world, except for those ones, with iron doors or fence gates or trapdoors, because it turned out that the villagers all the way down in my mine, miles away over there in my little wheat farm that we made in the last episode, were still registering with these doors. They wanted to get back here so much because the whole thing, because I had wooden doors on all the little buildings up there, I had wooden doors all around the side, the whole thing was just being classed as one big village. And that's why the iron golem spawned out here and not in there, because it thought the whole thing was a village. So you can see I've got an iron door on here, I've got iron doors on there, I've got iron doors on all of the little houses up there, just to stop that happening. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, I've got lots of animals wandering about, and I have no sheep, because this fence post has disappeared, and I don't know why. I've got 2 possible ideas. Idea number 1 is an Enderman stole it. Now, I don't think Enderman can pick up fence posts, so I don't think that's the right idea. I think what actually happened is lightning has struck it and made it disappear. So basically, I hopped down these stairs one day to see all of my sheep piling out of there and disappearing off into the distance. So now I've got no sheep in my sheep farm, which makes getting wool a little bit tricky. But I'm not really building with wool at the minute, so I don't really care too much. Number 3, random llama has spawned in there. That's fine. Another random llama spawned in there, and I now have a pigman. A pigman has spawned in my pig thing. No, he hasn't spawned in there. A pig, again, got struck by lightning and got turned into a pigman. Now, I didn't see that on camera, sadly. I filled this thing back up with chickens because if you didn't watch the last episode, all my chickens died because they got struck by lightning. So I'm having a few lightning issues right now, okay? It's kind of messing things up. So yeah, they're the sort of light-hearted, nice and simple, easy things that have been going on in my world. And now I'm going to show you what else has been going on and what I've been working on. First of all, you might notice that our little staircase down here is a lot different. And that's because I spent a long time working on this to actually build this nice sort of slabby, stony, glassy, glowstony staircase up to our house. And obviously this came down here, which is what you all saw in the last episode. You saw these stairs, but you didn't see any of this. I didn't see any of this. So I've moved all of the people that we already had down here over here, and I built a little room to keep us all in, and chests full of all my goodies and goodness and all the stuff that I've been mining out. And if I go outside of here, so that was the little farm we built in the last episode, and I've done this. I've mined out everything in a 6-chunk radius. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks that way, and I've mined everything from there, and that's about 10 blocks below the surface. And if we just hop down these stairs, I have mined pretty much all of it, all the way down to bedrock as well, which I'll get a better view here. I haven't done the outsides of this, I've only done the inside, so this is only 4 by actually 3, because this was in the way. Yeah, so I mined all of this down to bedrock as well. And I've also drawn a little S there, and that stands for slime. That's actually a slime chunk, and there's a few slime chunks down here. And the reason I've done this is because at the end of the last episode, our farmers we had at the end of the last episode were running about in here. They were always scared because they could sense zombies. So there must have been zombies spawning within about 30 blocks of our farmer, which was freaking him out, and it was meaning he wasn't doing any farming. I also mentioned at the end of the last episode that our wheat farm was doomed to fail because eventually the farmer will have just filled his inventory full of bread. He wouldn't have had any wheat or seeds anymore, and he wouldn't have been able to plant the field. So I swapped it out for carrots and potatoes, and I'll show you what we got from the bread. We got all of those seeds, and we got all of that bread, and then it just stopped. So I filled him up with carrots and potatoes, and I replanted the field with carrots and potatoes. Hang on. I know I'm rambling. I also swapped that villager out for a librarian as well, which I got from my zombie XP farm. But then he decided, after doing all of those carrots, that he wasn't going to do carrots anymore. He was only going to do potatoes. So now I have this double chest full of potatoes, this chest with potatoes going in, and in my furnace room, I have, these... I'm sure I put more than that in here. I put stacks and stacks of the stuff in here. Where's it all gone? Oh, it's still in here because my minecarts have stopped. So I've got loads of potatoes in here as well. Let's get those things going again. The minecarts seem to have slowed down quite a lot since 1.2.5. They always used to just continuously run, and now they just sort of stop randomly. But yeah, that doesn't matter. So we had loads of potatoes in there. That was another double chest worth of potatoes. And then in here, we have single chest, and that one's empty of cooked potatoes. So we have potatoes for days. So my gigantic underground wheat farm is now a gigantic underground potato farm, and it works really, really well, which brings me on to the challenge room. So going into the challenge room, I immediately need to start ticking some things off. Now, sadly, I was going to tick this one off because I made it in the last episode, but it doesn't actually work, so I can't do that. I still need to do a wheat farm. And there was one more that I needed to tick off as well. Make a village. I did that a couple of episodes ago. And yeah, this was the other one. Make a giant automatic wheat farm. I was going to tick that one off as well, but I can't do that because, obviously, I didn't do it. It's a potato farm now. Now, I've run out of spaces for my challenges, so I'm going to have to go down another level. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to add a challenge onto here, which is... by Lavaman33, make Big Chicken a surprise party because he helped us in the last episode, which he did do. And another one, Kevin Reynolds said, find the ocean. Now, I replied to his comment saying, that is something I want to do, but not yet, because the update Aquatic is going to be coming out early next year. When I say early, it's going to be sort of March, April time next year. And that's going to completely overhaul the oceans. We're going to get dolphins. We're going to get coral. We're going to get fish swimming in the sea. We're going to get sunken ships and treasure and all that sort of stuff. So I don't want to find the ocean yet because when they release the update, it's not going to update the ocean that you've already been to. It'll only update anything new that you've never been to before. So I don't want to find the ocean yet because I want to find it once those things are added to the game. Finally, Troy's showing and they say find the end portal, which is definitely something I want to do in the near future. Right now, I want to get on with today's episode because I'm quite excited. We've got things to do, and I'm really enjoying playing Minecraft on the Bedrock Edition at the minute, despite all of its flaws. So quickly hopping back down here, all of these chunks are now available for me to build things on, and this, I was thinking, is going to be my underground automatic redstone-y, farmy, contraption-y place. I'm just going to quickly point out, can you see that ladder up there? That actually goes to another skeleton spawner, which is actually closer than my old one. So I might do something with that at some point, but probably not in the near future, because I've had enough with spawners at the moment. Speaking of spawners, I thought I'd best show you this quickly. I have changed this yet again. If you remember before, there was a water stream and it came down to a hopper here and everything just went into one big chest. Now I've added this, basically it's an automatic sorting system to get rid of the rubbish I don't want, and these are just hopper sorters, and what happens is we get bones coming into this chest, arrows coming into this chest, and all the other junk will go into these chests here. So I've got 5 double chests for all of the rubbish, and what I do is I just sift through those, put away anything that I like, which is like golden armor or anything like that, and anything I don't want, which is basically the basic bows, I just throw away. I throw onto the ground and let them despawn, and this much more simpler. They just come along this little row here, they fall down into here, and then we just get them gathering up in there, and I can just stand here and give them a whack. I get all the XP. I get a few of their items in my inventory, but not too many. Right, now I'm finally going to get on with today's episode. Hey you, get out of my bedroom! So this is still happening. This is still happening. Somebody sent me a comment saying I must be in the old version of Minecraft because they shouldn't be able to spawn on these things now. I'm in version 1.2.5, which is the very, very latest one that's come out, and they're still getting in here. I don't know how, but things are still spawning in here. So, yeah, that's the thing. So you might be thinking, what are we doing today, Foxy? We're still waiting to hear what we're going to be doing. Well, I'm sure the title of the video gave it away, and yeah, what I'm going to do, because it's very, very nearly Christmas, is I'm going to make a snow golem, which means I'm going to need some snow, and I'm going to see if I can make an infinite snow machine, and then start decorating for Christmas, I suppose. So there's some snow up there, conveniently. Let's go up there, see if we can gather some snow, and then make a snow golem. So here we are, fresh supplies of snow. I've got my Silk Touch pickaxe, which is going to completely ruin the landscape, but I don't think it matters. And did you see that? The snow... I didn't know snow had gravity. Is that a thing? And can I pick it up without that? Can I pick it up with something else? Or does it have to be a shovel? It has to be a shovel, which is a little bit annoying because that means I'm going to destroy all the ground. So I'm going to have to be very careful gathering this snow. Do you know, I've never actually looked over here before. I've never, ever gone in that direction in this world of mine. So my house is just down there. Look, that's my house down there. I've never, ever even, like, set foot in that direction. I've never gone that way. Right, there we go. I've got a whole inventory, pretty much, full of snowballs. I know I can turn all that into snow blocks, but I really don't need any more than that for now. And I'm really hoping, and I'm sure a lot of you will already know, whether or not the Snow Golem Infinite Snow glitch works in Bedrock Edition. I really hope it does. So we're going to attempt to build it down here, and I think the best place to start is right next to our little house here. This can be our snow factory chunk. In fact, we might not even need the whole thing, so let's just start in a corner, and let's see if we can build it up. And oh, that's something I meant to show you earlier. More talking, I'm afraid. Sorry. You see how I've got all of these chunks, and they're all bottom half slabs? It's not dark, right? And the reason for that, if I just drop down into one of these corners, I've basically just put 2 layers. I put all these layers of stone bricks underneath these half slabs and just put torches along in every direction with the 3-block gap in between. And what that means is that, yeah, the whole thing just stays nicely lit up. So I don't get anything spawning down here, which is fantastic. Oops, I forgot to press record again. Yeah, so it works. This works, look. You can just hold it down. He's actually stood on top of a hopper. I didn't think you could do it directly on top of a hopper. Is there any way I can place a chest down here so that it doesn't join on with that one, so that it's symmetrical? I don't want it to join with the other one. I just want it to do that. I know. I want it to... Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I just want it to be symmetrical. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay, so we've got our snow golem here. The reason I've put all those hoppers around him, even though he's not going to stand on all of those, is just because when I break the snow, it does spread about a bit. So if I break the middle one there, it shouldn't fall off the edges. It should just go into the hoppers. And I could just hold that down there. And eventually it should start filling up these chests. But we're not going to leave this like this because it's ugly. It looks absolutely horrendous. We are going to make this look nice and pretty. Right, you can see that those snowballs were quite clearly in that chest, right? Not in the chest, sorry, in the hopper. For some reason, they're only taking up the first slot of the hopper. You can't get any more in than that, which is really strange. Right, I've squished him in a bit to the middle. So now he's only standing on these 2 blocks, which means I can get rid of the hoppers from around the outside. But the hopper's still not working right. So if I just absolutely get tons and tons of snowballs on top of this hopper, like that, you can see they're all on top of that hopper, yeah? Now, if I click on the hopper, they're only in the first slot. And they're going into it, but they're not filling up the other slots. I can put things in the other slots, but it's only working with the first one, which is really strange. Right, I've got a few different blocks to work with here. I've got white concrete powder. Oh, that doesn't work. I was going to say white concrete powder, snow, and white wool, just to sort of make this thing blend together and not look all the same. But they're so much darker than the snow, the other two. Let's try those over here, just the concrete and the white wool. See, that's not too bad together. But the snow and the white wool, or the snow and the concrete, just doesn't go at all, does it? It's horrible. Oh well, we'll do it like this then. Need something a different colour in the middle, because I want to hide the slabs. I've tried to put glass there, but it just doesn't work. I don't know if I can... No, I can't get rid of those slabs. They need to be there to keep him penned in, unless we use another block in the middle. Perhaps we could just use glass, actually. Like, oh, not like that. Like that? No, I don't like that. That's not too bad, I don't think. We could even possibly put a half slab there, and then we just have to just do that there. And that should stop all of the snowballs getting out then. And as you can see, we've already got pretty full chests here. I don't know what I was looking at then. Somehow I managed to look inside a hopper there. I think we should just do the whole thing with snow, because I think the other stuff just looks very strange. All right, that's a little bit better. Obviously, we can't put torches too close by because it's going to melt the snowman. So now we need to think about how we're going to decorate the rest of this thing. I feel like it needs more colour, but I can't think of anything other than Christmassy stuff, which is like red and greens. But maybe even redstone again, because that looks kind of Christmassy, right? Emerald looks Christmassy, but I don't know if I want to waste all my emeralds on it. I know, we need leaf blocks. I can hear a skeleton again. If he's in my bedroom, I'm not going to be happy. Yeah, there he is. Look, in my bedroom again. Oi. Well, it's not dark in here. It's night time. I suppose maybe a little bit on the floor. Let's see if that makes any difference. A zombie's got on there. Right, that's a problem. We definitely need to light this thing up or put more slabs on it. One or the other. Right, lighting's pretty tricky because I don't want to melt the snowman. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the odd sort of torch down in this snow area here. And then putting a little bit of carpet on top. Right, so I've done the entire chunk with the snow. And I don't think that's looking too bad to start with. I've added quite a few torches down because we don't want it to get too dark in here. I thought maybe we could add like a little Christmas tree in here. And some presents underneath. Well, it's not the prettiest Christmas tree in the world, but it'll do. I don't know why I've put snow on top of the star. That wouldn't work. So let's get rid of that. There we go. How's that look? That's okay. It's not too bad. It's a bit of a waste of emerald blocks, but I don't really have a great deal else to do with them. I'm still not happy with the look of this thing, but it's functional. It does the job. Oh, but now I'm too low. Can I put snow layers down on here to get up to it a bit? Ah, there we go. That's better. Right, okay. So we just need to sort of just do that a little bit then. Can you see the snow effect coming through the leaves? Did you see that? Occasionally you get like a little... There you go. Some snowflakes falling through the snow blocks, going through the leaves, which is really cool. I like that. And our snowman's still alive. He's not melted, which is good. Still not happy about these hoppers, only using the first thing, though. That's really weird. But it's coming together. It's looking kind of nice. I think I should probably do something with the back wall. I don't think I should put a roof on it. I don't know. Maybe I should put a roof on it. And I didn't really want to put a wall in between this one and that one. I wanted to be able to look through to it and leave it sort of open. But maybe I should do like a little bit of scenery on the back wall. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of the area just for to help me with some dyes and things like that. So I'm just going to get rid of a couple of those. I'm going to put a couple of black grass blocks down here. And I'm going to put some flowers down. And hopefully, I don't know if you can do it with the blue one, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with the red one and the pink one. And what it is if you put bone meal on them, you get the flower back. Right, you don't get it with the blue one, which is a shame. But I can do it with the red one and get plenty of red dye. And I can do it with the pink one and get plenty of, I think it's magenta dye with that one. I can't remember. Let's have a look. What do we get? Yeah, magenta dye and red dye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some pink, white, and blue stained glass. I'm going to have to use lapis for the blue, though. And I want light blue. So I'm going to use these pastel-y sort of colours of the stained glass just to sort of add a bit more of a Christmassy feel to it around, really. Just sort of almost like icicles and things like that. Do you know what I mean? All right, can you see what I mean? I know it doesn't look... It's not exactly what, Christmassy. In fact, I don't like that one there. Let's get rid of that. But it just adds the sort of colours in. It just makes things makes things happen a bit. It makes it look a little bit more interesting, although our snow's melted off the tree at the back. I'm going to have to get some more top snow. Right. Okay, I'm kind of happy with it. It looks a bit dark around the front, but I didn't make it any brighter in case the snowman melts. I've put some proper glass blocks around here as well, just to make it look a little bit more sort of like Christmas presents dotted around. And I've added quite a bit more snow, and I'm quite happy with the look of it now. I know it's a lot of decoration for just a little bit of snow, but I think some things are just worth doing and doing right. So, I'm not really sure. I know I said I'd do something at the back, but I don't know how it's really going to work because it's not going to blend in with the other things. So I don't really know what to do with the back. I might just do like a wall of snow and then just cover it in different coloured glass panes. But I don't know where to go up to. Probably the same height as this one. But then you're not really going to see it. And you're still going to see all of this horrible stone and gravel and andesite and diorite behind it. So we'll have to see. But I quite like it. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think of this. Okay, I think I'm just about there with this. So what I've done is I've gone up with the snow all the way around the outside. You can obviously see above it from outside. And I've layered snow blocks on top of this top layer, which has got stained glass on it. Now, some of it's melted, which actually adds quite a nice like nighttime effect. And I think that's because of the light. I've also dotted a few more of these glass panes around in sort of midair, almost to look like falling snow coming down. And, oh, I've broken a block there. I needed to break that block so that I could get in and get some of the snowballs because, yeah, it's a bit slow because the hoppers are broken because they're only using the first, like, slot and a bit, which is really bizarre. But this thing really does take it out on my my shovel. Can you see how much damage my shovel's taken just from getting all of this snow? And I've pretty much emptied out all of the chests, making all of this stuff to do the sides and the back. But the good thing is we've got a complete infinite supply of snow now. So I'm really happy with this. We've got a nice little Christmas tree around the side. We've got some nice little stained glass blocks. We've got some tree bits in here. We've got our snowman who hasn't melted, which is really good. And we've got a nice sort of wall around as well. And I've left that window open as well. So if we go inside here, we can see our nice winter wonderland next door. And I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really good. And I believe that is just about all we can fit in for today's episode. So I hope you all enjoyed it. As usual, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do please leave a like. And if you haven't already, do subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's another one you might like, and if you don't fancy that one, why don't you go to my channel page and see what else there is. There you can find all of my videos and playlists so you can watch a video whenever you want. And don't forget, you can also subscribe to get notified whenever I release a new video so you never miss out on anything.